Hey guys, what's up? This is an in-between episode kind of thing. I just wanted to talk to you, ignore the eggs, about ooh, this uh building here real quick. I will actually be recording this like it's a full episode. There will be more than just this talk, of course. But I realized that I didn't actually explain too well exactly what this building is for. This building is actually for specifically the tar drops that we'll be getting from a farm that we're going to build later, from the tar slimes in fossils and archaeology. Because these machines here, would be excellent, are excellent at pulling these DNAs out, right? And you can see that this is a good array. But this is mainly just biofossils. As you can see, there's a lot of different DNAs that can come from it, uh, especially even the sand and stuff like that. This is actually from a frozen meat. I did a little bit of mining, but as you can see by the output here, that there is only one charcoal compared to everything else that dropped. There was bone meal. I did pull some of it out. I did pull a lot of it out because I did a little bit of work in where we're about to go after this. Um, but yeah, we did do. This is not what this area is for. This area is entirely for um, doing the tar drops, which actually only really drop when they get the tar fossils from. They only really do the um, animals from the blue DNAs, whatever they're actually called. I don't actually know if there's a different. You would consider them a different name. The ones from the Ice Age, I guess you could say, the DNA from the Ice Age creatures. So I did a little bit of work because I was like, hey, I want to do this. I want to show this off in the next episode. But then I was like, well, what's the point in showing it off in the next episode if you guys aren't going to see that until the next week? When I did all the work for it, literally not too long ago. Like literally, I just got done with it a little while ago, and I just decided, hey, why don't I just go and do some work on it in or for now. But I just decided because of that we're gonna go straight back to we're actually looking for oop, there. I did put a new waypoint down over here, but yeah. So like we we already in what would this episode would be? I'm actually not going to give this episode a name or number, even though there is an important part to it. Um, I'm going to just give it like episode XX as a title in the title because this is just going in between a bunch of episodes. This is going in between, I think, what would be episode 30 and episode 31. But of course, 31 doesn't come out till next week, most likely because of the fact that we're doing uh, a big focus on this pack specifically. Or yeah, since I really don't have any other series running, I kind of killed off the villager survival thing because I mean we did technically do what we already had planned anyways. Like I was saying, oh, we're gonna build this big old town and city and whatnot. And this is actually a really cool area. Might do something right here. I'm gonna put a waypoint down then. Interesting spot. Save, and then we're just gonna turn that off. But what I'm planning on here is that I want this series to be the main series on the channel and everything like that. You can find other YouTubers that do like a pack at a time when it comes to Minecraft mod packs. Like, for example, Chosen Architect. He does do Terraria interspersed between it, which I enjoy Terraria too, but I don't think it's the best for my channel. And especially the way I was doing it originally was just I was doing like almost 24 hours, like a full day of playing the game into one episode, and it was just a time lapse of that 24 hours, interspersed with like maybe here I took a break but didn't record, or and didn't continue recording and stuff. Just little things like that. I did do a lot of work uh, for that, but we never really got far with that series, anyways. I mean, I built the house. We got a few NPCs. I don't even think we. I think we did Eye of Cthulhu. That was it. But it felt so awkward to do it in the way I was, which was, or the way it would have been when it was the, because I did the first. I did um the long list. Words are failing for me right now. What am I doing? I can't even go in here. At least this is on the way to where we're going, so I'll just pick this up later. But yeah. Ow. Okay, that worked. Unfortunately, those are... Oh, they do actually land on the ground, thankfully. I was hoping they weren't just going to be flying straight. That would have been annoying. But I really wanted to work on, like, a little bit of just how this series is going, I guess. I'm blanking on my original point. Like I literally was like writing a script in my head on how to say this, but as soon as I go to record, I forgot it. But basically, this is the main series on the channel, and I don't know if that wasn't obvious. Like I'm not saying that like I'm calling you stupid. I am not calling any of you guys stupid. It's more of just um I want, there to be a main series on the channel that is kind of the focus of my channel. Because I mean, I'm pretty much only a Minecraft YouTuber at this point. A lot of the other games I dropped, the Forest, it had an end. There was a certain point I wanted to get to, and then end there. There is a second series of the Forest that I said I would plan out, but I think I'm gonna hold off on that for a little while because, well, I mean, we have a schedule going already now, with it being every day is um, this new mod pack. Saturday or every weekday, Monday through Friday, is this mod pack, and then it's Saturday recaps, and then D&D on Sunday. I think it would be a good change of plans to add something else as soon as possible, but I don't really know what you guys want to see. Like, what game that I have would you want to see the others? Well, let me phrase it this way. Would you guys rather see me? Would you guys rather see me replace at least one of the days within the week with a, let's say a, we're here already. I'm just gonna show off this place real quick. Built this. I thought it would look nice. I just went through with an eye chisel and cleaned up this, added more stone brick. This is black right here, which is very interesting to me. I know it's supposed to be purple, but this just looks flat black. I also like how, just because of how spaced out these are, you got this pastel corner, this very pastel colored corner, and then this very bright yellow and green and red, and then there's this purple, blue, and red corner over here, which I think looks really nice. And then there's this purple, blue, and pink corner. But yeah, I got the question ram. I got a bunch of the other colors, but I saved the lime green for last. I think. Oop, there's a particle effect happening. Whoa! Well, there's a special item in there. Hold on. There's one other item. There we go. It was a gold block. Yeah, I wanted to. Oh, there's actually a golden lapis. I dropped the gold block again. Wait. Something is glitching there. There's some other item. Okay, we got the Now this should be the easier one to pick up. Oh no, it's the eggs glitching out with their thing. If you look at it from a certain angle, you can see their hitboxes. But what's this? What's the crumble horn? Oh! Is that hurting it? Wait, is that hurting it? Oh no, it's making the noise of the ramp. I will actually be coming through here and dirtying it up a little bit, like more crumbled brick like this. So I guess this actually helped out. I will put this up on display. But yeah, this is what I was like waiting for, kind of thing. I was. Oh, just realized that it unhooked itself. Technically was there. The hook was there, but it wasn't. Actually, the lead wasn't technically attached. I am putting this lead on him, unfortunately, because, well, kind of want him to stay in the area. Unfortunately, there's no like long versions of the lead. I totally would let him like walk around in this center or like within this entire area itself. Like if I could make it so that there was like some sort of invisible barrier that he wouldn't go past in between all these, I would, but there isn't anything like that, unfortunately. So yeah, I just made this little area with a bigger rainbow tree in the center, and cleaned it up a little bit because I didn't want it to all be mossy brick. I will go through and make more mossy brick into it. I will make it mostly mossy brick, most likely. Knowing myself, I'll go through with the eye chisel on like 10 by 10 area, and then clean up a few bits here and there with the single block. But yeah, I really enjoyed this little mini project that I did. It's not that many. I mean, I spent a good little while grinding for the resources. I just took a Twilight Oak sapling and then planted it, mined it, planted it, mined it, planted it, mined it, and had my axe grabbing some leaves as well as some shears that I think I either broke or ended up just switching to using the axe because while it wasn't faster, it was also giving this thing XP, which it only got to a comfortable level. Unfortunately, I wish it got a little further, but yeah, I do plan on adding more stuff to this area. I really want to make it really pretty, as it is one of the more pretty biomes in the game. Yeah. I mean, I know that there's like no other people on the server or anything. It's not like it is a server, I mean. I want to eventually like maybe make this a server. Like I really do think that if I ever get around to being a bigger YouTuber and wanting to run this world as a server, I think it would be a me and friends server kind of thing, me and people that play on this server, on this world, so that we could like continue to build outwards and like have this really cool multi-person thing that would, you know, be a result of all of us working on this one series together. Not necessarily for just my channel, you know, it would be all of us together kind of thing. But yeah, just thought it would be a really fun thing, seeing as I am getting a call from Compton. I'll be right back, actually. I want to answer this. Sorry, I'm back. I'm back. But yeah, I do think that would be a fun thing to do, but I do have a lot of plans for like building things, and I have a lot of ideas for what I want to build. A lot of them involves the Twilight Forest. A lot of them does involve the Twilight Forest. Of course, there is this one. There is the home. There is the town. There is the town for the whatchamacallit. mine colonies villagers, but that's actually a lot easier. That one's like that'll be like I mean they build it themselves. You just tell them where to build it. So that's not really a project that I'm worried about. It's more that when it comes to that, that's more so just yeah. Also, I did actually just come here to get rid of the eggs in somewhere where I'm not going to see them because otherwise it would start lagging my game to load them. So I'm just throwing them out somewhere where they're off camera, or at least I'll be doing more off camera work. I will be doing a lot of off camera work. I do actually also plan to have a lot of different things happen in the series. I don't know if I ever mentioned them before, but there will be a lot of work that I put into the series outside of uh, episodes. I don't know if that's obvious with how I've done it in the past, where I've kind of well, I was a long time ago. I used to do way too much work outside of it, so I kind of outside of the series, and that kind of hindered how well the episodes were. Oh, ow! You know, it made it so that oh, there isn't actually a thing down that way. But yeah, I mean, I really do enjoy these series and stuff, and I don't want it um to die. I really do love making long series, and that's kind of my downfall, I guess, in a way, because when it comes to series, a lot of the times people want a one and done kind of thing, or like, you know, a series that doesn't stick around or overstay its welcome. But the problem is that I'm also really doing this for myself because it's been a long time since it really has been like a thing for me, is that I've always wanted to have something, a channel at least, or have something that's like, oh, well, here's this series where I put out this content all the time, and maybe the same thing, but there's a lot of people who do this kind of thing. I mean, look at Mumbo Jumbo. I mean, pretty much everything other than his Redstone stuff is um, just Minecraft content that is only, you know, the Hermitcraft server. A lot of the stuff actually gets used in his from his Redstone videos get used in his in the videos on the thing. There was a the reason I completely dropped what I was about to say there was because I got a rabbit's foot from that, thankfully, but no others, unfortunately. I really have loved like doing all this stuff before. I've I've worked really hard on like all these ideas and everything like that. I really do love working on like, even if it's just little mini projects where it's like here's here's me in this series that's way too short for what it's worth in my at least in my head. You know, I'm way too sentimental about any series. Like if you were to come to me and say that, you know, you have to pick between this series, and this series, I wouldn't be able to pick. I would be sitting there stumped forever. Like I like when it comes to certain series though, like um, just to give an example of otherwise. For example, the uh, what's it called? The forest series that we had running originally. It was a series where I was doing little projects like the base that we had was technically like a project I was working on where, you know, I you what I was doing was building this base and everything. I was doing little things for the story interspersed between base building and stuff like that, just trying to survive as well without dying too many times, so I didn't do too much story stuff all at once, which would have risked dying to hunger, just overall damage, and everything like that. I realized that I kind of sort of dragged on that, and that was that. And that's an example of, a series that, like, I would, if I had to choose, I would say, if I had to choose between that one and Dino Diviners, because I think Dino Diviners was happening at the same time. No, it wasn't. Was it? Was it? Well, if it was, I would choose Dino Diviners. I would choose to keep Dino Diviners. I would choose that. I could have just used this lipstick. Butthead. I would have totally chosen that over that. But there's the problem of, people want to see. So, like, let's say there's somebody who's on my side with the whole, well, you should, if you want to keep doing the series, you should keep doing it as long as you want, kind of thing. If somebody's on my side with that, there's also people that are on the opposite. They're like, well, we want to see other stuff. I'm trying to produce other stuff. It's just I'm at a point where there is no other stuff that I could produce. I could do a Skyrim series if you guys really truly wanted me to, where I would be role playing as the character. I would be talking aside from it as well. Like, I would be talking about stuff in game. But that series would be very, very short, most likely. I wouldn't go through with, oh, here's the Dawnguard stuff, here's this, because there's a lot of things, like, there's the little side quests. Of course, there's little side quests that actually have a little bit of interesting stuff that happen with them and whatnot, which I love. I love that being a thing in Skyrim. The whole little, oh, well, here's this happening thing. Here's this side quest that seems like it's not important, but it actually does something, that you'll see later. I love that. That kind of thing is what I enjoy. But there's the whole issue of, Skyrim's a lot of traveling, it's a lot of load zones, it's a lot of this. And as soon as we get to a certain point in levels, there'd be less so of a challenge. Like, I know that the enemies actually do scale slightly with your level, as they do get harder and harder, but as soon as you start to get further and further in the game, it does actually, the full-on leveling like that, scaling like that, does eventually have a drop-off point where the enemies don't get harder, but you get stronger. Seeing as you could technically become an all-around character where there's you're like level 100 and everything, but that takes forever. Don't get me wrong, it takes forever to do that. And I don't actually know if there's a level cap. I didn't reach one at level 100, which I thought was the cap. At the player level 100. I thought it was 100 and that was it. Thought that was as far as I was going. But obviously not. Perfect. I think that's perfect, right? Sorry, I was always thinking about making this tree bigger and I never did. Because, I like the thought of there being a bigger tree that's overlooking that hill there. It's always been there. Yeah. Yeah, that's perfect. Look at that. But we've kind of always had this issue of, well, where's the limit of, where's the limit that um, people are going to like want something else sustainable from just the content that I produce being just this series. And I know I really haven't gotten to the point where I'm, you know, doing a trillion videos of this, that, and the other, and there, or a trillion of this series specifically. Like Dino Diviners didn't overstay its welcome, but it did end in a way that I didn't want it to. The plan was to move. Originally, the plan was to move the world over to 1.7 and 1.12.2 from 1.7.10. But then I found out that I would need to be updating. If I wanted to do that, I would need to update everything and do it like the 1.8 mods, the 1.10.9 mods, 1.10 mods, 1.11 mods, and then the 1.12 mods. I would need to pull it through like that for certain couple things, and to save the world and everything in the correct way. And that's what I did. That's why I had the world destabilized. That's why I let it corrupt itself. Um, but then it corrupted itself in the wrong way, as in the world file was gone. Whoops. That was not planned at all. That was a error on my part entirely. I somehow let that get through. That it would. That it ended up doing that. And also, this has still just been floating here. There's that boat. But we really can't do much, or I really can't do much for um, every other series, because I would love to have like a couple series running and everything on this channel, and I would love to have like this big grandiose thing where like maybe even eventually branching out to having a second channel for something, for like maybe vlogging and stuff. But of course that would be a long time away, and I really don't think everyone wants to see my ugly mug every single day on a channel like that. Those would be obviously way less edited videos, because I'd be focusing on this channel mainly, where it would probably be just me. I'd probably just, during editing or right after editing or right after recording or right before recording, make a little mini clip of a video where I talk about it, and then later put maybe some background music, and that's about it, and then edit the clips together, kind of thing. I think that would be how I would do it, of course, but I really don't know what to do from here. Like, I really want to provide a awesome, like, hey, here's this series that you all love, but there, again, like I said, it's not possible to produce something like that, because there's not going to be a series that everyone on my channel, or anyone that comes to my channel, or anyone even new to my channel, is going to immediately be hooked into, unless you really are looking for some super technical mod pack, some super magical mod pack, especially like maybe old style Britannia in 1.7.10 with witchery and a few other magic mods, like if Astral Sorcery is in 1.7, which I actually don't know if it is. I probably would have played with it if it was at that time. Can we get one of these machines to activate? Nope, it's all behind the walls. But it's just not how it ended up happening, and how it's going to end up happening. I do want to work on like a ton of projects, a couple series running at the same time. Mostly Minecraft at this point is what I'm thinking. I could make another mod pack where it's a lot more like mini series, maybe me doing mod packs that I don't make you know, maybe do a mod pack playthrough. I'm thinking like Valhalcia 2, I've heard is pretty good. I know that Chosen Architect is doing a playthrough of that. I've been watching that myself, so that's probably why it popped in my head. Actually, I think there's an episode of his series that I can watch. That'll be nice. But yeah. I don't really have much else to say. I've kind of run my thoughts into the ground here. I'm at a loss for what to say from here on out. But I just wanted to get that point that, you know, there's a big issue with doing just one type of content like I have right now with yeah. I'd love to make more edited videos. I think I brought this up in an earlier video this week. Excuse me. I'd love to do way more edited videos where I work on the video for a couple hours and then edit it down to 20 minutes and then render it, export it, put it out the next day. Of course, I'm not to that point where I'm going to be able to do that. Like, I'm not as good at that. I'm working on it. Don't get me wrong, I am working on getting to that point. It's just not really possible in my current living situation. This needs more oak wood put into the system. Oh my. I thought I would need more dark oak, but obviously that's not the issue. I mean, I could have just put it right into here. That would have probably been the smart thing to do, but whatever. Yeah, this has probably been behind on the wood for a while. Because how much does this smelt? Let's look here. So when it comes to the oh no, I should right click, right? Yeah, I right click. 1.5 items. My lord. Oh, geez, an alchemy catalyst cost that much. I just got distracted by that, and I just saw that. That's ridiculous. That's not that bad. Now that I think about it, but a mana pearl, it's just a lot of mana stuff. I guess I'm over wrong tool. This one. There we go. Yeah. This shuriken's getting closer and closer to getting the final level, I think. I think that's the final level at least. If it is, then good thing we put as much sharpness as we did on it, but I would like to put something that makes it have an effect on it. Also, I found my Hydrotrops. They were in my Twilight Forest chest. Eventually all this stuff will be moved to a specific location or like the storage system whenever I set that actually up. Because, I mean, we have my favorite storage system mod in this pack, but I'm stupid and haven't started it yet. Plus, you need a lot of nether quartz for it, and I'm just not doing well on the nether quartz front, especially because it's all been going towards upgrading my shuriken as of now, or as of late at least. Because, I mean, my shuriken is my only weapon, and eventually we will have... Is that a troll? That is a troll. And my... Are they gonna kill it? I think they could kill it. I wasn't expecting him to suddenly run there. Yeah! How about that? We got forest troll leather. And a troll's axe. I'm gonna use it on this one zombie. My. That's a heavy hit right there. Wonder if these can be enchanted. Does have a low durability. I will also need to go into the configs. I realized that there is a item which I should actually just hold up here. It's in Mr. Crayfish. Yeah, Mr. Crayfish's furniture mod. It is a washing machine. So we're gonna press A, put it up here. If you don't know that's a thing, that's a thing. And then another thing, if I can find it, shouldn't be too hard to find. I have the washing machine. Where's the dishwasher? There it is. And these two things, which actually require blocks of quartz, and that's only a furnace, and that's a iron bars with 2 cyan terracotta. Actually, the terracotta's annoying. But those two things, respectively, if you put your tools in this one, it'll or tools, weapons, and stuff like that into the wash, it will clean them, which fixes them. And then if you put your armor in the washing machine, it fixes it too. Which I don't think it's actually possible to work with these tinker tools. So I mean, we won't really be using a dishwasher a lot. Nor would we use it for things like the Britannia armor, because I believe the Britannia armor doesn't break. I think Terra Steel doesn't have a durability bar, which is honestly really powerful. So eventually we might change to wearing Terra Steel stuff, but that's for a later date, obviously. This also did level up, and I still haven't put anything on it because I don't know what to do because it's all two modifiers. Don't have enough redstone to make me speedier, but I rather have more defense. But I think that's actually determined by how much the tool or the materials you use to make it in the first place. But anyways, I've ranted about everything from different series to things in this mod pack to other series to mod packs possible in this episode. This in between episodes that's gonna actually be labeled episode X. Every time that I do one of these, I'll add another X. So eventually we might have XXXXX, or maybe just eventually it will be X and then parentheses number. Just because we might not want to run out of space for these. So this is going to be an interesting episode to put out necessarily. But I really hope you guys were able to listen. This is not really an episode I'm going to tell you to like, but if you want to actually, I should say that. I shouldn't say that. If you guys want to you can do that by to tell me that you want me to. This is a general statement of you like the content that I'm putting out in general enough that I shouldn't change. Just put a like for that, or put a like for. I see you sneaking up on me. You're gonna come and attack me in a minute here. You too. Put a like for just in general a bit of other things, like if you like my content, like my voice or something like that. Yeah, I am so dumb. I'm sorry, guys. I am like fumbling with my words again. Oh Lord, I need to get better at speaking apparently. But the other thing I was gonna say is, please do drop a comment somewhere down below I don't know whatever you may be watching my videos on. If you're on mobile, I hope your eyes are okay because I always have my eyes always bug me whenever I watch a video on mobile of Minecraft or anything with these small hotbars like down here. I'm quickly switching between. It's a nice looking weapon. That's actually really well detailed. I've watched you be sneaking up on me this entire time, zombie. You're not gonna get me. Why? Hiya! I missed him. There we go. He dropped his pants. That is not a statement I should have said. Sometimes I have these streamer reactions because I watch too many streams where I act like you guys can see me or see my reactions, but I should not have said that statement. And I had the dumbest look on my face as I said it. You know, if I was in a good mood, I would have probably joked about that. But today, not really. The last few days have been pretty crappy for me. But don't worry about it. Everything gets better eventually. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy. I will see you guys in the next one. And if there isn't a next episode anytime soon, then something went wrong. That's about it. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.